Good evening, ladies and gents, and we are back playing a bit of Bully Scholarship Edition, or Canis Canem Edit, whichever you prefer. I'll let you choose. Back as, what's his name, Jimmy Hopkins. There we go. We're going to have a crack at the next mission, and hopefully get it done before the next lesson starts. Because we don't want to be missing lessons.
Yeah, okay, alright, sure, I'll do it.
Hey man, what's going on?
Not much.
I was just telling Petey here about my idea to take over the school. I mean, my plan for us to take over the school.
What plan?
Don't worry, Jimmy. It's just a little something I came up with. It's sink or swim, my friend. And if you're good at swimming, you gotta let the losers drown. Why don't you guys leave the thinking up to me?
What?
What? What the? Can't you say anything else? You know what, Petey? You were right. Jimmy is pretty dumb.
What'd you say about me? Whoa, nothing, no. All I said was that you had to be pretty dumb to get expelled from so many schools, that's all.
Relax, James. All he said was that you must be dumb. Or maybe you're all messed up because you came from a broken home.
What'd you say about me, dwarf?
Come on, dude. Chill.
No. Gary's taking everything out of context, man.
Whoa. Don't lie, Petey. Don't you lie. Because you know what happens to liars?
No, I'm not lying.
We kick them in the balls! Come on, Jimmy, let's go see how good you are with this new slingshot I heard you had. Don't worry, friend. Nothing escapes my notice. I hear everything. You and me, we can do things.
Poor old Petey, but yeah, as I say, you can sort of see why people started drawing comparisons with Gary and Eric Harris. But anyway, as I say, we won't go into that, right? Oh yeah, quite an easy first mission. So we're essentially teaching us how to use our newly acquired slingshot. Oh yeah, of course, it's actually 6 in the evening. I was thinking it was 6 in the morning, but it's not, of course. That's the problem with stupid analog clocks. But anyway. But looking at the sky, it looks like evening rather than morning. But anyway, so yeah, which means we'll be able to do. She shouldn't miss any of our lessons, which is good. We don't want to be missing lessons. We may be a maniacal bully, but we're not. We're not naughty, right? Oh, there's a bag of marbles next to the bus as well. There we go. Grab the marbles. What they are, they're essentially like caltrops. You just drop them behind you. Oh, now where's he gone? Yeah, you drop them behind you and anyone chasing you goes bundling over. Where the hell's he gone? Did he? I don't even know if he actually came this way. Oh, bugger. What the hell? I have no idea where Gary went. Oh god. There we go. You see, we have, as I say, got a curfew, so we do need to get it done before too long. Oh, is this the one where we... Oh, this might be the one where we have to climb a tree and then fire at some jocks. Possibly. There it is. It is, yeah. Football practice at 6 in the evening, anyway. I thought this mission was a lot later on, but obviously not, okay. Yeah, so essentially you hoik yourself up into a tree, and then while they're running about, you fire slingshots at them. Sit on branch, there we go. All you need to do is just basically wallop them while they're running. There we go. To be honest, as I say, it's not. It's very generous with the old aiming on this. As you can see, there we go. I'm not going to fire at the coach because he'll smash my head in, so there we go. The jocks are probably the least, or the people you least want to actually start any trouble with because they are pretty tough and they do beat the cack out of you fairly quickly. So now it's night time, and so we do sprint back to our dorm. Don't want to be too long. There's a fun little mini game we can do there involving booting a football at a kid, but anyway, you'll see that later. That is the Preppies one, yeah, Harrington House. Harrington House, I used to... Harrington was a surname of an ex-girlfriend of mine, but there you go. Yeah, anyway, I need to first name them. Anyway, pressing on. Headed back to our dorm, get some kip, do our morning lesson. Yeah, so I want to get the lessons out of the way, just so that we're not going to keep getting bothered and bollocked by prefects all the time. Very tempting. Oh god! I didn't see there was a prefect standing next to me. Oh god, so I've now annoyed Russell and this guy. Get in! As long as we can get into our room, we'll be fine.
You okay?
And we're in. There we go. So... Oh, sleep. There we go. I was looking for a little icon on the floor. Now I'm only going to do a little bit more of this. I'll try and do a couple more lessons because I've got some vintage Doctor Who on TV in a bit. Good old John Pertwee that I intend to watch. Here we go. I know we only used one firecracker and some would say it's a waste, but... Okay, we've actually got 2 missions open. Anyway, yeah, I'm essentially just going to go and stand in the school until our first lesson is sort of due. And you may think, as I say, you bloody nerd, what are you doing the lessons for? But it does make it easier later on. The one lesson I really dread. Well, music can be a bit rubbish, but the main lesson I dread is got to be biology, because you've got to use the stick to kind of... Oh no, it isn't. It's bloody shop. Oh, that's a friggin' nightmare, that one. I've got a feeling I may have corrected it a bit in the scholarship edition, because you've got to turn the stick in one direction, or like spin it as though you're spinning a wheel or whatever, and then push buttons. And the game is very unforgiving. If you move the stick up to start spinning it, it sometimes thinks you're spinning it the wrong way and it automatically fails you. There you go. So I hate that lesson. Biology is a bit rubbish as well, because you got to follow these very sort of faint lines on this frog thing. But anyway, you'll see. What is this? This is art. Art's quite an easy one. Art's not too bad. It's a bit like, there was a mini game, I've forgotten the name of it now, but it's a bit like art, as you'll see.
It is my pleasure to induct you into the world of arts.
The art teacher is more than a bit ropey, but anyway, it's a bit like oh, what's that game called I'm thinking of? Oh god. Oh, you've got to kind of cut bits of the picture out. Anyway, you'll see what I mean, but you may think this is very familiar, and there is a proper game like this, but anyway. We need to collect. You see, they've got power-ups along the bottom, which are all good things to collect, and the enemies are the rubbers, the scissors, and the thing at the end, whatever that is. But anyway, you'll see how it works. You get 3 lives with this as well. You essentially have to complete the box, there we go, before any of those things hit you, as you'll see. We get a speed boost, there we go. And I believe you can actually... You only have to get a certain part of a certain percentage of the picture done. Oh, I lost a life there because I kind of went back on myself. What the hell? Oh. There we go. So you don't have to do the whole picture, but you have to get a certain percentage of it. And the pictures of the art teacher get a bit more
That's excellent, Jimmy.
suggestive, shall we say, as time goes on. You'll see. Slightly inappropriate, but nothing too graphic. But for a teacher, it's a little bit near the knuckle. But
Hi. Why are boys so
you can exchange a
confused?
gift for a kiss.
Nice, right?
So if you happen to have flowers or whatever, you can give a girl flowers, and you get a little kiss. And I believe that boosts your health a bit or something.
I think I'm in love.
There we are, 25% health bonus. I think you lose that when you next go to sleep, but again, I could be wrong. And as I said in the previous video, you can if you wish to, although I'll tell you now I won't be, but you can if you wish to choose to pursue a romantic interest in boys if you wish, but as I say, I will be avoiding that. But,
Hello.
home economics. You don't do any home economics. The lessons are shop, which is like DT essentially. What is it? English, music, biology, chemistry. What else is there? There must be maths. What else is there? I can't remember. There's quite a few in the scholarship edition. They added a couple of extra lessons. Geography? There might be a geography one where you have to match flags to places or something like that. Or maybe... I don't know, I can't remember. There's the auditorium. And so I'm just kind of hanging about for a little while. There's the staff room. Just so that we can do our afternoon lesson. Because the sooner we get these lessons knocked out, the better. But, well, there is actually a school shop somewhere. There we are, school shop. Yeah, you can buy things like clothes and things like that if you wish to. Oh, there's no items there. Yeah, so you can buy sort of gym stuff like that. But anyway, I'm not going to. In my opinion, it's a bit of a waste of money, to be honest. There's a really good bit later on where you have the kind of after-hours carnival thing, which is awesome. It's little things like that. I think Rockstar has done such a... I love little events like that. Rockstar's done a really good job of capturing that kind of American high school feel. It's got a lot of things, a lot of sort of cliches that you see in films that are to do with that sort of thing. But yeah, so 1 until 3:30. Oh, will you go away? Okay, so our next our next lesson. Oh, there's PE as well. That's another lesson. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, there's 2 lessons that are outside. One of them is DT and the other's PE. So I don't know what we got there. Oh, we got PE now by the looks of it. Which isn't too bad, but unfortunately it takes forever to get to it. It's pretty hard to get to this one without getting shouted at for being late. But anyway, you'll see. There's a wrestling one. There's dodgeball. To be honest, they're pretty easy. They're all pretty easy. But, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Truancy already. It's like, give me a chance to get there, for Christ's sake. Anyway. Oh, rubber band.
Sweet.
Just sort of general collectibles and stuff. If you're going for the 100%, which obviously I'm not, but I thought that guy just collapsed. Right. So you go down here. You got to get changed before you can go into PE. There we go.
All right, Wimps, it's time for some wrestling instruction. This will require physical contact between you and your opponent. Don't any of you enjoy it?
There we are. So essentially we just got to follow the button mashes.
I have nervous bowels.
And we got practice. Oh, hang on. We got to try and do a headbutt.
I'm so pleased.
There we go.
Fall any lower?
So this is quite good because it does teach you some new things you can use in fights outside of the school.
My tender soul.
There we go.
Crushed.
That's what I'd like to see.
You don't want to touch me. My smell is contagious. I'm gonna die.
There we go. So you got a nice little combo going on there. It's not exactly Tekken, but it's alright.
All right, boys. I want you to concentrate.
I'd say you learn some sort of you do learn some decent moves from this. There's a homeless guy, bizarrely enough, that actually teaches you some interesting fighting moves. But
Maybe you're not completely useless, Hopkins.
there we go. First gym lesson done. Nice. As you can see, it is kind of worth learning a few or doing the lessons for that reason. But anyway. There we go. And of course you can do all the little random things like typical Rockstar stuff. And you can pick locks and all that sort of thing. Let's pick one more lock. There we go. There we go. The only reason I did it here was because... There we go, we've also got a hoodie, which we might even put on. Yeah, let's put our hoodie on. Just because... you don't tend to get any... you don't tend to get any prefects or anything wandering about here, so... Tend to be fairly safe to do that. Here we go. I thought there was a rubber banding one of those. Oh, there is itching powder. Nice. That's just essentially like a flashbang. It sort of stuns them, really. But anyway. So that's our lessons done for the day. Nice. As I said before, kindly ignore the sirens that you can hear outside. It's just because we live I live now very close to a hospital, so you get loads of ambulances the whole friggin' time. But anyway. Here we go, there's a fun little mini game here.
You
Now this is sometimes I'm okay at this and sometimes I'm rubbish, but anyway, he moves about and you got to smack him in the head with a... I'll just do $1 to start with. There we go. You've got 5 footballs to try and smack him in the head with. There we go. If you get headshot, it's kind of like a massive kind of... Oh, missed that.
That was pathetic, Jimmy. You think you're so tough, but you're totally not.
There we go. Nice. Yeah, if you can get a nice direct hit. There we go. I'll do one more of those, and I'll bet $2 to try and get my total up to 50, just to make back the money that I gave to friggin' Fat Boy Russell. The more you bet, I think the quicker the little icon moves about, so it does make it harder.
You'll never hit me. Oh,
There we go. So you got some decent, got a bit of a decent wallop on him then. Oh, too high.
worse than my mom. You think you're so tough.
There we go. Still only got 2 hits though. I need to get a good hit on him here.
Never hit me.
There we go. And I had 1 to spare. So we're back up to our $50. Now, so you can essentially keep doing that for quite a long time. I no idea what those 2 stars are. Oh, 2 mission stars, of course. Yeah, just the way they were flashing, I was thinking, what the hell are they? But yeah, I believe there's a rubber band up here somewhere. And no, it's not worth climbing up, but still, we're going to do it anyway. There we go. And also, just to show you that you can get about into some weird places up here. Carton of eggs. Okay, I was wrong. I thought it was a rubber band. I could have sworn there was a rubber band up there. Oh well, maybe not. As you can see graphically, it's a hell of a lot better than the PS2 version, I have to say. Here we go. That was very close. There we go. I was very surprised when I played this that it actually does let you go all the way out into the town.
You suck so much you should get beat.
That's not till later on. You got to do a lot of missions in the school first. There we go. I love the kind of little minor things going on in the background, like the kind of bullying, fighting, and all the rest of it going on in the background. The little romances and interactions and stuff like that. It's what Rockstar do so well in their games. It's this feeling that you're in their world rather than you are the world. You know, it's a great little touch. But anyway, yeah, essentially it is going to be nighttime soon, so we will head back to our dorm in a minute. Don't really want to start another mission. If you go into the girls' dorm, obviously you get shouted at and kicked out for trespassing, funnily enough. Missed. Hey, there we go. Little physics engine in play there. As well as... Is there anyone to lob it at? No, you can actually play sort of frisbee. Or you can just chuck it like that. There we go. And it actually kind of moves like a frisbee, which is quite cool. There we go. So yeah, there you go. Another couple of lessons done. So what we will do is... Honestly, I'm not going to start a mission just yet. We'll have a quick fight with this guy around the corner.
That's it, you're dead.
There we go.
Let a real man show you the ropes.
Quick fight with him, and then we will practice our new headbutt. There we go. And then get some sleep, and then we'll do our lessons tomorrow. There we go. And you can keep booting them when they're on the floor. Oh, and also, where's me catapult? There it is. If you're a decent shot, we can sort of do... Oh, the thing ran off. Oh. There we go. You can zap rats if you wish, but there you go. Can't remember. Oh, okay. There we go. It doesn't do a huge amount, just sort of stuns them. There we go. And then, of course, you can smack them in the head with a fire extinguisher, which, I mean, if you think about that realistically, it would cause severe injuries rather than just... There we go, we dropped that. I mean, you'd probably kill them rather than just knock them over, but anyway. Nothing to create in our inventory. We've got full firecrackers, full itching powder, marbles, eggs. Eggs is good. Yeah, so there we go. So as I say, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. We're going to get some more lessons done next time, and then we'll get into some proper missions, just because That's what we want to do. Oh yeah, chuck a save point down. I keep thinking that sleep is save, but it's not, so don't fall for that. There we go. So thank you very much for watching, and hope you'll join me again in the next part, and we shall see what lessons we have the next day, before the proper story begins.